Hi. So I thought I'd pop on and talk a bit about catastrophising. So, before I went on holiday, I was worrying, right? I'm one of these people that says, I hate holidays, I don't like holidays, I want to be at home, I don't want to go, that kind of situation. But I realised that now I'm back, I realised that that's me. Excuse me. That's me catastrophising, right? So my brain is there telling me what could go wrong, about all that, about what could happen at home when I'm not here, what could happen when I'm out and about, out there, that what if this happens, that happens, the other happens, that we could do with using the money elsewhere and not going away, and, just all sorts of different things that, you know what, didn't matter at the end of the day. It didn't matter. Now I'm back. None of the bad things happened. None of the bad things happened at all. I went away. I dealt with what I needed to at the time. I didn't. For God's sake, I didn't. I didn't have any bad experiences, apart from one. But I'm not going to go into that because I'm not. One, I say a bad experience, a little tiny error that I made that I've seen other hundreds of people make before in that situation. But no, I can't get over it. I will. So basically, everything was great. We had one of the best holidays I've ever had, and it was really good. So good. We're thinking about getting back again next year. Maybe not in October, but sometime in the summer. You know, I would never think about wanting to book another holiday as soon as I come back. I've never ever done that. I've never wanted to do that. I'm normally if I've got to book it, I'll do it. I'll do it for them. I'll do it for my husband. I'll do it for my son. At the end of the day, it's not them that are having their experiences that I'm having. They're having their own experiences as they're away. I'm having my experience, And from my perspective, I had a good time, So all that stuff going in my head before I went to now, I was just catastrophising when I didn't. I was making a mountain out of a molehill. And it's only when you look back to realise that you were doing that. That you were making a mountain out of a molehill. So, yeah. Have you got anything in your life right now that you're catastrophising over, that you're making a mountain out of that you're probably making a mountain out of a molehill? If you really look at it, you will see that that's what you're doing. Maybe you can't look at it right now as in that way, but when you've done the thing that you're worrying about and you look back on it, well, you look back on it and think, I was making a mountain out of a whole molehill, Those things I was worrying about never happened, and they were never going to happen. So what are you catastrophising over right now? What molehills are you turning it into mountains in your head? They're never going to be mountains. Chances are they're never going to end up being mountains. It's a molehill. That's it. It's It's small, it's insignificant, it doesn't really do much, you know? Apart from, maybe trip over it, but, you know. Well, apart from that, it doesn't really do that much. It's not going to cause major issues. But our brains tell us that it's going to cause major issues because maybe we're going outside of our comfort zone. Maybe it's not so... It's outside your comfort zone. It's not something you go to, you do a lot. It's not something you'd really choose to do. If you had the choice, you wouldn't really choose to do it. So your brain causes all these things in your head that telling you that you're choosing what, you know, you're choosing stuff that you don't need. You are choosing stuff that could cause X, Y, and Z issues, you know? And I think we can all learn a lesson from catastrophizing and stuff, especially when you look at your past and you think, well, before I did that, I thought X, Y, and Z. But after but it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to be. That by the time it had finished and it was over, it was completely fine. And that was actually called catastrophizing for no reason. It's definitely worth thinking about, right? Thank you for watching. I hope you have the most amazing day. Bye.